U.S. entry bans, outrageous ticket prices, and organizational problems have overshadowed football's biggest spectacle. The 2026 FIFA World Cup, set to kick off this week, has already been overshadowed by political disputes and concerns over the tournament's organization. Immigration woes, travel restrictions, and ticketing complaints have emerged as major flashpoints ahead of the opening match. Here is what we know so far. When does the World Cup start? The 2026 FIFA World Cup begins on June 11 and concludes on July 19. A record 48 teams will take part, with the top 2 sides from each of the 12 groups and the 8 best third-place teams advancing to the knockout stage. Where is the World Cup taking place? The tournament is being co-hosted by the US, Canada, and Mexico, marking the first World Cup to be staged across 3 countries. Matches will be held in 16 cities across North America, with the final set to be played at New York, New Jersey Stadium. How have US entry policies affected participants? Over the weekend, award-winning referee Omar Abdul Kadir Artan, the first Somali selected to officiate at a World Cup match, was denied entry to the U.S. despite holding a valid visa. The 34-year-old, who was named Africa's Referee of the Year in 2025, was subjected to an 11-hour interrogation at Miami International Airport before being deported without explanation. Artan, who was welcomed as a national hero upon his return to Somalia on Wednesday, was deemed inadmissible due to vetting concerns, U.S. Customs and Border Protection later said, according to the New York Times. The newspaper suggested that Artan may have been mistaken for another Somali national with a similar name who appears on a U.S. sanctions list linked to terrorism concerns. The incident comes amid a sweeping travel ban introduced by the Trump administration last year that restricts entry for citizens of 12 countries, including Somalia. Iraq's national team also encountered entry difficulties. While all players were ultimately admitted, Captain Ayman Hussein was reportedly detained and questioned.
Footage circulating online shows members of Senegal's squad undergoing extensive security checks upon arrival in the U.S., including pat-downs and metal detector screening. Senegal is among the countries affected by Washington's latest travel restrictions. Separate video appeared to show former Italy captain and Ballon d'Or winner Fabio Cannavaro undergoing lengthy security screening after landing in the country. How has the Middle East war affected Iran's participation? Iran's World Cup campaign has been complicated by heightened tensions with Washington and the broad U.S. sanctions regime imposed on the country. Visas for the Iranian squad were reportedly approved only days before the tournament, after months of uncertainty, while some members of the delegation are still said to be awaiting travel documents. The team has since moved its tournament base from Arizona to Tijuana, Mexico. Adding to the controversy, Iran's Football Federation said this week that its official allocation of World Cup tickets had been revoked just days before the open.
FIFA said it remained in contact with the Iranian Federation following the team's arrival in Mexico. Are fans struggling to attend the tournament? Travel difficulties have not been limited to teams and officials. Supporters groups from several countries have reported problems entering the U.S., citing visa delays, enhanced screening procedures, and high rejection rates. Fan organizations across Africa, the Middle East, and Latin America have voiced particular concern. Supporters from Jordan, Morocco, Algeria, Egypt, Ghana, and Tunisia have reported difficulties navigating U.S. entry requirements, while citizens of Iran and Haiti face some of the strictest restrictions. Some Scottish supporters have also reported issues with previously approved travel authorizations. Human rights groups have also voiced concern over immigration enforcement during the tournament. Amnesty International has called on FIFA to ensure supporters can attend matches without fear of discrimination or arbitrary restrictions. Some Haitian fans have told reporters they are reluctant to travel to the U.S. due to concerns about possible outrageous ticket prices. FIFA is facing scrutiny from the Attorneys General of New York and New Jersey over allegations of impossibly high prices, artificial scarcity, and misleading information about ticket availability and seat locations. Its use of demand-based pricing and resale fees has also drawn criticism. While FIFA has promoted the expanded 48-team tournament as its most accessible World Cup yet, consumer advocates and supporters groups argue that soaring prices are putting many matches out of reach for ordinary fans. Fans seeking tickets for the 2026 tournament have reported prices ranging from hundreds to thousands of dollars. Some group stage tickets have been listed for more than $4,000, while seats for the final have appeared on resale platforms for significantly higher amounts. By comparison, group stage tickets at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar generally cost between $70 and $220. At the 2018 tournament in Russia, the cheapest group stage tickets FIFA has largely distanced itself from disputes over visas and immigration, saying such matters fall under the authority of host country governments and maintaining that preparations remain on schedule. U.S. President Donald Trump has described the event as being on course to become the most successful World Cup ever, while the White House World Cup Task Force has pledged to deliver the largest, safest, and most welcoming sporting event in history. Human rights organizations and supporters groups, however, have questioned whether those commitments can be met, arguing that travel restrictions, immigration concerns, and ticketing controversies risk undermining the tournament's goal of bringing together football fans from around the world.